The music's good. And it's kind of louder than me. Hi. Welcome to my stream. Welcome to my room. Hello. Good evening. Good morning. Good afternoon. How are we doing? Taking out music's good, but it's so loud. Have you noticed that? It's really loud for no reason. It's like overwhelming a little bit. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. It's Thursday, which is basically the end of the week. So, you know, we're over the hump. We're over hump day. So, it's all good. Today I picked up Pimsleur again, which is like a Rosetta Stone Duolingo kind of situation, and I remembered the time that I used it on stream once for Japanese, and then I tried to upload the VOD and I got DMCA'd for including it because I forgot it was a paid service. So it was like, you're sharing copyrighted material, you can't do that, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot, whoops. Hold on, I'm texting. I'm not from Texas, I'm texting. Text. If you're texting someone and you live in Texas, are you a texting Texan? Hold on, I gotta tell Paxton this. Hold on. Baby. Hold on, you're really quiet. Hold on. Hold on. Say something? You're what? I can barely understand you.
Okay.
Oh, there you are. Hi.
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 Better now?
Yes, it's much better.
Alright.
Baby, I have a very important question for you.
Yeah.
If you are from Texas and you're texting someone, does that make you a texting Texan? No? What, you don't like that?
Sure, yeah.
What? What's wrong?
I suppose you're right.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
I suppose
I am a Texan. I suppose so. I guess so. What's that one Gabriel was If you shit in a bowl of Rice Krispies, does it go snap, crackle, poop?
That's just gross.
But it's so funny.
Okay, sure.
It is!
You're a child.
No! No! I'm not a child. You take that back. I'm 9.5. Okay, Dad.
Oh.
I'm a big grown boy. Anyway, this has gotten weird. How are you doing?
Going pretty good.
Yeah.
Since I'm on my old computer, I'm using I was messing around with not Omnisphere but UVI.
Mm.
Typically the toy suite, which I purchased a
So what I'm hearing is that you are not paying attention to stream.
What?
That's
Wait,
what I
are we
hear.
streaming?
Yes,
Oh shit!
we're on stream right now.
Had a heart attack. Hold on.
Doing
What's
okay?
happening in the stream?
Nothing. Nobody's here.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
So no one
yeah.
saw me embarrassed.
Yeah. I mean, except for in the VOD when I upload it, and inevitably, 3 whole people are gonna watch it if I'm lucky.
Okay.
So,
Damn.
yeah. So someone might see you embarrassed. Just letting you know. The permanency of media and all that.
All right.
You know,
I
you
accept-
can
I
delete
accept
something on the internet, but it's never truly gone. That kind of deal. Yeah, you know how it is. I have a question for you and also the one person that showed up in chat just now. Can you hear my everything? Can you hear everything in my room right now? Like, can you hear me clicking my little thing?
I can hear you clicking your little thing. Yeah.
Can you hear the fan?
I can hear the fan.
I hate this damn mic. No offense, because I love you and I love that you got it for me, but it does absolutely nothing to block out any noise. Like, every single sound gets picked up. I was listening to my VOD from yesterday, and I'm like, this is terrible audio quality. This sucks, because it's like, I guess my voice sounds fine, but like, is that the price to pay for hearing every whoosh and whir in the entire building? My goodness.
Yeah. You can switch to your old mic. I won't be offended.
But I don't know if it's like any better, is it? Do I sound better on this one? Like, is the way that my sound or my voice sounds like make the whooshing in the background worth it?
Me personally, yes.
Mm.
But if you don't like it, then you're the director.
Yeah, I just feel like it's I don't know, because I feel like if I don't use it for stream, what am I gonna use it for? But
Okay.
like, I hate hearing background noise because I feel like that, at least to a layperson like me, it feels like you don't have a good enough mic if you hear every single sound, you know. I'm gonna try my other mic and see what it sounds like. See if there's any difference. So give me a second.
All right.
There we go. Okay. Stream can hear me. Can you hear me?
All right.
Oh, wait.
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, now has it sounded any different?
Yes. The whooshing is gone.
Completely?
Well, there's like a you have to like when you're dead silent. I can't. Or when you're speaking, I can't hear it.
Okay, that's good news.
Like right now, I can't hear it at all.
What if I talk directly into the...
Oh, what happened?
I just started like go all the way up.
I can't hear you now at all.
Oh no! Is that any better?
Oh, there we go. I can hear you.
Okay, I don't know why. I guess me peeking the mic made Discord decide to not play it anymore. Anyway, I've been streaming for 15 minutes now. Do you want to start?
Yeah.
What's the situation on gameplay?
The situation on gameplay?
Yeah, are you gonna get it or are you just gonna hang out?
I'll hang out. I might get it though.
Okay. I think it's worth it if you like that style of game.
Yes.
Cause I was like, $25 isn't worth it. You shouldn't charge $25 for this kind of game. It's a silly game. It's gonna be a one-off. Nobody's gonna care. And then I like played it for 3 weeks straight. So
Yeah.
you know, shows what I know.
But then it also means I have to be aware that I might play it for a week straight.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I wouldn't mind that because that means that I successfully got you to enjoy something that I enjoy. and that's
Oh,
better than
okay.
any joy in the world. Not even specifically because it's you and because I'm dating you, like anyone in general. If I get someone to like enjoy or pick up a piece of media that I recommended and then they try it and they like it, and then that becomes their thing for a little bit, I've ascended. I've gone to heaven. You know?
Okay. Yeah.
The best possible gift that anyone, like, the best thing you could ever tell me is not I love you or will you marry me. It's, hey, I played that game you recommended. It's really good.
All right.
I think a good example of one of the times that happened was I bullied Maeve forever to play Katana Zero. Not as long as you. Um, because they were like, if I play Katana Zero, will you watch Arcane? That's what they said, and I said okay.
Oh yeah.
And I watched Arcane, and they played it, and then one day out of the blue, they texted me, "That's how Katana Zero ends," and I said, "Yes, I know."
Ooh.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So yeah, it's worth it.
All right.
Yeah. Or I don't know why I said it's worth it. The feeling is good when that happens. Is what I meant.
Yeah.
So I'm going to. We have our thing up. How do I want to approach this? I guess I'll let the other thing cover chat. So when you capture one, does this have the weird crop on it like I want it to, or what is this? Where is it? Right, okay. It is that. Okay, great. So if I do this, there we go. Awesome. So I can make this a little bigger to fit. Yeah, okay, good enough. Let me put that back for now. And I'm going to... How's this gonna work? I'm gonna search up Fact or Fiction. And we're gonna watch some Fact or Fiction while I play.
Yeah.
And it'll be fun. It's called Beyond Belief Fact or Fiction. I always forget that. This playlist is weird. Let me go to a different one. Would you rather watch Season 3 or Season 4?
Season 3.
Okay. Pick an episode between 1 and 12.
2.
2. Season 3, episode 2. What's going on? There we go. Alright. Give it a second. YouTube's a little slow these days.
Yeah.
Put it in picture. Damn right. Alright. Beyond belief. Okay, let me move this over here, I guess. That's big, but I want it to be kind of big so I can see.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting to you. I'm getting to you. Don't worry. Don't you worry. I'm just making sure things look good on stream. Beyond belief. Fact or fiction. That's how he says it. Not like that, but
Yeah.
more or less.
Yeah.
Not as demonic as I did it, but you know. Alright.
Hosted by
Jonathan Frakes.
God, I love every name in this show is legendary.
True from what is false. 5 stories, some true, some fake. Can you judge which are fact and which are fiction? To find out, you must enter a world of both truth and deception. A world that is beyond belief.
My goodness. I love this show. I'm so happy this show
This is
exists.
a great show.
When we first streamed this, it was the first time I'd ever watched it in full, actually. I'd only seen, like, meme clips of it.
Yeah, me too, actually.
I'm gonna pick off where I
Sometimes you have to
left
check
off
things
on
out from all angles to
an old
understand the big
level.
picture. Take these photos. They appear to be snapshots of nature, animal and plant life, all of various species and families.
And are they not?
Let's take a step back to view.
Oh my god, it's a man.
Now you can see him.
It's you! What the heck?
Dependent for
I was gonna
survival
make a
among
joke
the
like,
meals.
that's my dad, but...
The lesson found in this picture within a picture can guide us in judging our stories tonight. Some may seem one way to you on first look. Step back, you might find a whole new perspective. We'll tell you which stories are true and which are false at the end of our show. By the way, if you missed the big picture tonight, don't despair.
Ugh.
Just put on your best.
Why doesn't my tab thing work?
You ever visited a truck stop? Those special places along the highway that truck drivers adopt as their favorite eating spots on long hauls. They're usually famous for their atmosphere, great coffee, sausage, eggs, and apple pie. There's a lot of folklore about truckers. They're supposed to be experts on food, driving, life, and
Oh, what the
friendship.
hell?
Trucker Dan Weaver's about to learn a lot more about all of them.
My driving buddy, Hal Dickey, was closer to me than my own father. We met once a week.
Okay,
at
hold
our
on.
favorite-
Pause for a second. You can't see this, but chat can see it, or you can see it if you're on stream. Escape does what it's supposed to. Tab is supposed to show you the dirt, and it doesn't. I'm hitting tab right now. It does nothing. What is this? Why are you glowing? Okay, now what are you doing? Why is it when I hit tab enough times it does that? Maybe I should leave the game and come back. I don't know what it's doing. I feel like it's bugged out right now. Let's continue the story.
Truck stop.
While I fix this.
Hal Dickey and I had a lot of great get-togethers. Hey, Dad. This is one I will
Wait,
never
sorry.
forget.
Hold on. Show that name again.
At our favorite truck stop. Hal Dickey and I
Okay.
had a lot of great.
I know.
Robert F. Lyon.
I know a guy with that name, not with the F, but I know a guy named Robert Lyons.
Oh my
Spelled
god.
that same way. Like, I don't think it's the same guy, but wouldn't that be crazy?
That would be absolutely
Wouldn't it be awesome if I just saw him in the show? I'm like, whoa! I go to work tomorrow. I'm like, dude,
Get-togethers.
you didn't tell me.
This is one I will never forget.
Gloria, bring
Here you go, sugar. 2 donuts and a cup of joe.
Cup of Joe.
You finally know what I always order. It's absolutely amazing.
Well, you know, you got yourself a world-class safe food run happening here, Dan. You're not going to be the one to break that streak.
Say, Dan, what you gonna do? Start without me? Al. Hey, good to see you, buddy. You okay? Yeah. See if you see. Looked outside for your rig. Where the hell you parked? It's up the road. You in trouble? Gloria! What's a guy gotta do to get a donut in this joint?
He only called her one time.
Dig in.
No,
yeah.
tab still doesn't work.
Coffee and 2 glaze, would you?
What's
Huh.
wrong with those? Oh, I see. You think you got cheated because they got holes in them?
Funny. Just bring me another round.
Fine with me, Gloria. Don't say hi.
Is she in a mood today or what?
Boy, what's he so weird about?
Hal, I've been up half the night out of my mind. It's a real dilemma. I'm just torn.
All right. This is that truck you've been looking at. So, wondering if you can afford it or not?
Oh, no, I can't decide to go with the speed options or the towing package.
And this is the dilemma you've been wrestling with?
Yeah, it's a big decision. I mean,
Big
I wanted
decision.
something I could tow a boat or a trailer with, but on the other hand, do I want to give up highway speed? And I already decided to go with the oversized tires and the chrome wheels, so that's not an issue for me anymore.
Oh, that's a relief.
Mhm.
Oh, you're sure on a motor.
This is cozy.
Yeah.
What the heck is that supposed to mean?
What the heck is that supposed to mean, huh? Rude.
Yeah.
Dancing. No, please do that. Hey, Al. No, look, seriously. No, I need your advice here. What the heck am I gonna do?
Love dudes saying heck.
To be honest, I'd say it's time to get your priorities straight.
So you're leaning towards the towing package. You know, I had a hunch you'd go that way.
Save your money. That thing hasn't been working for a week.
Gloria won dance for the road.
Watch it, Buster.
I didn't do nothing.
I'm working on one of my migraines. You picked the wrong day to mess with.
I thought you said I'm working on one of my
Gloria,
Minecrafts.
I didn't mess with you.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, isn't this the 70s?
You need to take some time off. And you need to keep your damn hands to yourself. Or else.
Why don't you say something here? You're getting in trouble here.
I'm trying to keep you out of trouble, Danny boy.
Danny boy.
I better go out and come back in because you lost me on the curb.
You asked me how you ought to spend your money. I know you haven't saved a dime. And before you commit yourself to 6 years of payments, you gotta put a little something aside for your wife. No emergency fund.
I don't need no emergency fund.
That's what they all say, kid.
Yep.
Like you has never been able to hold on to a dollar. So I set up a bank account she doesn't even know. Each week I put away.
Well, if something ever happens, how's she even gonna know about it?
You're clued in now. Anything ever happens to me, you let her know it's there. You ought to set something aside for your wife, just in case.
I'm young, I'm a good driver, nothing's gonna happen.
You never know when it's your time.
That is
Mm.
extremely
Listen,
ominous.
Gloria. And all this is off the subject. What about my truck?
What about your family?
I was gonna say, what about your truck? I crashed it. What are you gonna do about it?
Better check in.
Yeah, you go make your call. I'm wasting music here.
Oh, there we go. Okay, now it works, I guess. Are you getting the high-pitched technology noise
Yeah, how you wanna get in?
from this video?
I didn't like, recognize one.
Yeah, I got it, Barney.
Barney.
Pass it
Where'd he go?
along.
Oh my god.
Ow.
Are we doing this again? He's been dead for 30 years.
Dan, I don't know how to put this, but, Hal's rig was in a crack up down at the I-80. It was real bad.
What are you talking about? He was at the table with me.
I just got the call. Hal didn't make it. I'm really sorry. I know how close you two are.
Okay, so this is entirely fiction. There's no way this happened.
Poor guy.
They're all just pulling his leg. It's not. It didn't happen at all. He actually was just there.
Oh my
At
god.
that moment, I needed to make sense out of something that made no sense at all.
Uh-huh.
The whole afternoon, Gloria was acting like Hal was invisible. Maybe he was. To everyone but me. But just like
He
Hal
couldn't be a
asked,
ghost
I let his wife know
preemptively.
about the money he'd put away.
Yeah, what the hell?
Sure enough, she had no idea it even existed. Just like Hal said. As for me, let's just say I finally got my priorities straight.
Uh-huh.
Thanks to my weekly visit
Ugh.
to my driving buddy.
So
Was
that
Dan
was
actually
fake.
visited by the spirit of Hal, or was
No.
it just his overtired mind playing
Well,
tricks on him?
yes.
But if Dan was only imagining things, how could he have possibly known about Hal's secret bank account?
Because
Was it
that
something
story's
Hal told
not
him years
true.
ago that became part of a hallucination? But if Dan was hallucinating, who ate Hal's food? We're
But who
sitting
was
here.
phone?
Should we stop here? Or should we keep on trucking?
Oh.
Oh
We'll
my
tell
god.
you whether this story
What's
is
this guy's
true or
name?
false at the end of our show. Watch,
Um,
a life is changed by the
Brian?
strange power of a
Jink
magical
Dinker?
box on
What was
or fiction.
Something like that. Jink Dinker?
Jink Tinker.
Charm of a music box. These intricately crafted objects can cost anything from a few dollars to thousands. But in most cases, the importance of these items is found in their sentimental. Music boxes are often special gifts given to us by special people. Ellen Lippert has an emotional attachment to a music box she's never owned. She's only seen it in a movie. The movie had a happy ending. The ending
She
in store
did
for
not.
Ellen was completely
Oh my god.
Ah.
Some things just can't be explained. Take the vacation that changed
Yeah, like
my
how bad the
life.
show
It
is.
was my birthday week, so I decided to visit my best friend Gail in California. Gail and I had been close since grade school, and I hadn't seen her since she moved away several years ago.
Eating lunch in the sunshine in February. Ellen, promise me you won't let this get out to the people back home. We'll be overrun here.
A little secret. This town really is paradise.
Yeah, love it.
Ladies?
Oh, thank you. Hey.
The only thing that would make it more perfect is if I was here.
A guy. Wow, how politically incorrect.
Sad but true.
How is that politically
I love
correct?
you, bye.
Yeah. Because I guess this is
I think
not
you're still
feminist,
carrying
but
the torch.
I don't know.
Ted.
It's been 6 months, Al.
It's over. Really.
We've been friends since we were kids, and I gotta tell you, that's about the most pathetic, least convincing denial I've ever heard.
When we were still seeing each other, I don't think either Ted or I truly appreciated the good times we had together. He's really a terrific guy.
Terrific.
Just sometimes we get into
Yeah.
these stupid arguments over
Jeez.
nothing. Maybe it was me. I don't know. Anyway, that's why we broke up. Another stupid argument.
What was it about?
But that's the really funny thing. I don't even remember.
Have you been out dating much?
No one's serious.
Whatever happened to old Ted?
I wish I
Old
knew.
Teddy.
We took the first out-of-town job we could get. Something in sales, I heard. Anything to get away from me, I guess.
Hey, if you guys argued as much as you say,
It wasn't always that,
well, still, you're probably better to be rid of the guy.
I guess.
Unbelievable! What?
It's a music box. Ted and I looked everywhere for one just like it. I first saw it in this movie.
It was a gift from Ted from beyond the grave.
Is there like
Oh my
a bomb
God.
in the music box? Did the little dancers shoot tiny machine guns?
It was actually a romance called From Noon Till 3. Charles Bronson spends a few romantic hours with this young widow played by, what's her name? His wife?
Jill Ireland.
That's her. Anyway, they danced together in this movie, and the woman owned a music box just like this one, with a dancing couple on it. So romantic.
You're getting me all
So
teary-eyed.
romantic.
Ted and I hit probably every antique store and jewelry shop in Baltimore trying to find one of these. Never had any luck.
Honey, Ted's out of your life. Don't torture yourself. Forget the music box, okay?
But I want it.
It's all settled. I'm gonna buy it.
Good. She should.
You're gonna have the last donut.
No, you can have it.
Mama wants.
Okay.
What do you think? A little birthday gift from me to me.
If you've sunk to buying yourself birthday presents, you definitely need a boyfriend.
I think you just said that you didn't.
Charming piece, isn't it?
Mhm.
Whatever.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work. The figurines, they don't dance anymore.
Take my advice on this one, hun. You buy a broken music box, it's only going to remind you of a broken romance.
Probably right. Thanks.
Everybody was
Just let
dead.
somebody in your life be right
The
back.
shop lady was dead. Her friend was dead.
Father in the next box.
She was dead.
She was dead. And who was still alive? The guy they were talking about.
And you have to admit I was right. Don't you feel like a new woman?
Gotta be the double fudge one.
Gotta be.
about to be something really stupid.
Does this have some connection with Ted by any chance? Alan, I don't know if you've noticed, but whenever Ted comes into the conversation, the word stupid pops up a lot.
I'm gonna buy the music box.
We just had this discussion, Ellen, or whatever your name is.
Oh, I'm so sorry, dear. The music box was just so cute. I told the young man it didn't work.
It was Ted.
And I told her it didn't matter.
Oh my god.
Hello, Ted.
Oh my god.
Gail, I don't think you met.
This is unbelievable.
I'm sorry.
Wow, I hate you. Oh my god.
It's perfect. It's the best present I've ever gotten.
This is so cheesy.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't have any room to like make fun of cheesy cheesy romance stories though, because ours like the way we got together was so out of a movie.
Yes, yeah.
So I feel like I have no room to
Is this a romance rekindled by the fates? Or is there
I
a more
believe this.
cynical explanation?
Even if it is silly, I
Perhaps
believe that
Ellen's
it could
girlfriend
happen.
Gail set up
Yeah,
the
yeah.
entire
There's no
chance
reason.
encounter with
There's no
Ted.
nothing like crazy about it.
Plant the
Yeah.
music box to? And how do you explain the broken music box suddenly playing? Is this story of
Maybe
a
she
couple
just had it
reunited
wrong,
over dancing
and
figures
it
like
didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't broken.
Yeah, exactly.
dancing around?
We'll tell you whether this story is true or false at the end of our show. Next, a
So
pawn shop
dramatic.
becomes the scene of a
Oh my
nightmare.
Oh wow, a
on
lady
Beyond Belief.
rekindles her
Fact or
relationship with her
fiction?
boyfriend. He got her a nice gift that she wanted. We'll be right back with the after these messages.
Drugstore? A pawn shop. Now, while the first two are familiar to most of us, the pawn shop is less widely understood. Here's how it works. If you need a quick
think we
cash
understand.
loan, take something of
Okay.
value, say your $300 watch. The pawnbroker might give you, say, $100 cash for your watch. He keeps the watch. You get a claim to it. To get your watch back, you must come back in the agreed upon time, pay back the $100 plus an additional finance charge. If you fail to return in the agreed upon time limit, the pawnbroker is free to sell your watch to someone else. This whole exchange process is very important to our next story. A story in which a young man named Ron Morrison finds he's holding a ticket.
Like Willy Wonka? No.
I never thought I'd be doing business with a pawn shop.
Yeah.
But I got myself in bad money trouble. So I pawned the watch my folks gave me for college graduation. Probably cost them $1,000. All I got for it was $150 cash. Lucky for me, my buddy Jerry came through with the money so I could get the watch out of Hawk.
Here you go. 150. Still hot from the 18 machine. You're saving my butt, man.
Gee, here I thought I was saving your watch. Alright, let's get
It's really funny, Jerry. Thank you.
Yeah.
Real Seinfeld situation we got in our hands.
Hi, how are you? I'm here for a pickup.
Yeah, nice watch. I remember it.
You remember? What are you talking about?
The fella came in and bought it yesterday, it says here.
But the time didn't run out, did it?
No, there must be some kind of mistake. Can you check the number again? See, I called 2 days ago for an extension.
You can have all the extensions you want, as long as the item isn't sold.
But that's not what you told me on the phone.
Look at the back of your ticket, it shows you how we operate. Obviously, there's been a misunderstanding on your part.
Are we talking about the same watch? Can you just check the number one more time?
Look, here's all the watches I got. You see your watch anywhere?
You lied to me, man. You know, I called and I asked you very specifically about my
Hey,
watch.
this phone rings all day long. Maybe I talked with you, maybe I didn't.
So now you're calling me a liar.
This like gentlemen. What up?
I'll handle this guy, Jared.
Late with your payment, the watch got sold. That's the way the business works. End of story.
This is not the end of the story, and you better believe that.
My goodness.
All I have to do is push 3 little numbers. 911 and the cops are hauling you downtown.
Right. Let's get out of here.
Listen to your friend. He's giving you good advice. He's right.
Yeah, he's right. About you being a jerk. This isn't over, old man.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is so dramatic.
Stripped off, man.
Well, I need
This
to
is
get
so
that
good.
watch.
See that sign? You know what those mean? 2 to 1, you won't get it back.
Okay, well, you know what? We'll see about that.
The next day, I went back to the pawn shop. There was a guy with a red cap checking out a gun.
You again. I told you, kid, I ain't got your watch.
Yeah, well, let's have
Your
a look.
watch.
Let's open the safe. That's a good idea. Probably got lots of other goodies in there, too.
Jesus Christ.
Do what the man says. Open the safe!
All right, as long as watch you got, you can have anything you want. Just don't use that thing.
Must really be something. I could use me a fancy watch. Whoa. Hey, then what happened? What happened is I woke up. I was sweating like a pig. The dream is so real. What do you think it means? Your dream? I don't know. Don't eat spicy food before you go to bed.
I like this friend.
Dream doesn't have to mean anything.
Yeah.
This was more than a dream. It was too real. I mean, you know what I think? I think that pawnbroker lied to me. I think it's some kind of scam. I think he never sold my watch.
Because you were dreaming? Sounds like a long shot to me.
Maybe. But if it's a long shot, it's the only shot I got, right?
No, that's not how it works.
No.
I'll be right back. It was exactly like my dream.
Good see. What's this?
Open the safe and get my watch. I know you still got it. When you get the safe open, give me the watch and all the other goodies you got in there. Back out of
And then
here!
he gets
I'm
shot.
not stealing my
Yeah.
watch!
He fucking dies.
I'll bet that thing ain't even loaded. 2 to 1. You're wrong.
And he's like, wow, thanks. I really don't have your watch, though. I'm sorry.
Thanks, pal. But you know, there's no shells in this shotgun.
I know. I know. Just like I know you still got my watch.
The most adamant kid I've ever met.
Even though I was right about the watch, I'd never done anything as stupid as grabbing that shotgun. I was lucky. Very lucky. From now on, I'm gonna keep out of money trouble during the day. And try not to dream at night.
Was it just happenstance that Ron had that dream?
I think
How
it
do
could
you
be
account
real.
for such strong similarities between his dream
I don't know
Yeah.
how,
and the
but
actual
I
incident
feel like I
involved
believe that.
in the case of premonition?
Okay, yeah.
Ron has never experienced one before or since. And can you answer an even bigger question? Did this story really happen? Or is it just another pawn in our game of life?
Shut up.
We'll tell you whether this story is true or false at the end of our show. Next, a chance encounter becomes a moment of terror on Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction.
From Adam and Eve to today's best-selling novels, the world's oldest story is Boy Meets Girl. That's why papers are always filled with personal listings and people seeking relationships. In addition, video cassettes where you could meet potential
Video
mates on tape, and
cassettes.
of course the internet. You can now surf for a partner on the hope and emotion. Sandy
This
Bullock
new revolutionary technology.
every method of finding the right guy, and now she's prepared to seek him out in ways that are unbelievable.
I don't know how I get myself in these situations. It's not that I'm desperate. Well, okay. I guess I am a little desperate. Man trouble. Here's the deal. Relationships just don't seem to work for me. At least not for very long.
The show does not pass the Bechdel test. At least not this episode.
Yeah, really not this episode.
Yeah.
I've read all the self-help stuff, done couples counseling, worked on my inner child, meditated, and prayed in every religion known to man.
Please, God.
Oh.
Please,
Then my
Buddha.
friend Marcia had a strange suggestion. She recommended
Please,
this
George
film,
Orwell.
Sort of a, now don't laugh, a gypsy fortune teller.
Well, you can't
Her
say
name
that
was
word
the strangest
anymore.
thing of all.
Yeah.
Mrs. Hatchigan.
You've come a long way.
Yes, I have. How did you know?
Out-of-state license plates.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
You were the youngest in the family. All sisters.
That's right. All married.
Except you.
How'd you know that? Well, the way you phrased it was pretty.
Yeah.
You were engaged last year. It didn't work.
It never seems to work. I'm starting to believe,
You're a
I'm
liar.
afraid really, that I'm never gonna find the right guy.
I'm starting to believe.
That's why
That
I
you
came
won't find
here,
love.
to
No,
have
just
you
in
see what you can
psychics.
see.
Yeah.
Will I find it?
No.
She. No, you're a lesbian.
Wow.
Sorry.
That is because he is destined to find you.
Oh my God.
You've been too busy looking to be found.
When she said that, so much seemed to make sense.
Did it?
My own desperate search for the right man, forcing relationships, trying so hard to make something work. It wasn't the answer I was hoping to get, but it put everything into focus. I was too intent on finding love instead of keeping my heart open and allowing
You know
love
what?
to
I kind of enjoy this, even if I don't know if it's true or not. So far, it seems like it could happen.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the moral because it feels like I don't know. It feels like this reminds me of like stuff that I have always preached a little bit or like believed in myself because it's like.
Yeah.
At least before I was like in a relationship, when I was between relationships, I would always get like, you know, kind of flustered and being like, oh, I'm looking for a partner and I can't find one and whatever, it sucks. And then like eventually I kind of resigned myself to being like, oh, I can just like hang out and work on myself and work on feeling good about myself, and then a partner will inevitably find me when I want to. Or when it's like time for them to find me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it happens, and then I feel good, and it feels better because it's not something that I was like, you know, desperately working towards. It's just something that happens, and you're like, oh, sweet, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
find me. Several days later, I was driving out to the country to visit my friend Marcia, to tell her all the details of my talk with Mrs. Hatchigan, including the best news of all, that Mrs. Hatchigan saw someone special coming into my life very soon.
Did she say that?
I didn't realize just how soon. I'd never picked up a hitchhiker in my life. Sorry.
But he was hot,
This guy
so-
was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Besides, here was a fella trying to find someone for a ride. Maybe I was the one he was looking to find.
You saved my life. I borrowed my buddy's car, came can't change the flat. There's no tire iron for the jack. I'm Chad.
Chad.
Sandy.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Hi. I could check the trunk.
That would be great.
Let me just park.
Really appreciate it.
I think it's under the mat here. What are you doing?
Just checking to see if you got a cell phone so I can call my friend. I'm really late. You don't mind, do you?
Give me my purse back. I'd like to go now.
I can't do that. It'll ruin all my plans. Get in the trunk.
Jesus
Take a little
Christ.
ride. Where are you going?
I was gonna make a joke that like she'd find an axe back there, but
Yeah.
my goodness.
Shouldn't have done that. Now I'm gonna have to punish you.
What the hell is happening?
Don't worry. If you got a cell phone, call 911.
Could you imagine if the guy in the red shirt was the other guy's wingman?
Sure you're gonna be okay?
I am fine. Thanks to you.
I'm just glad I found you in time.
What did you just say?
Glad I found you.
You did find me, didn't you?
Shut up.
I'm sorry. Am I missing something here?
No, it's nothing. I don't know your name.
Oh, Steve.
Sandy.
Steve Hatchigan.
Hatchigan. Really?
No, it's a pretty unusual name.
Actually, I've heard it before.
Okay.
No kidding.
Do you want to get a cup of coffee?
I'd love to get a cup of coffee. This experience went way beyond coincidence. It was Steve's mother who had predicted I would find the perfect man.
I don't think she predicted this.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mrs. Hatchigan.
Was this just a chance meeting? Or is it possible that the hiker had seen Sandy getting a reading from his mother? Maybe he was waiting for the right moment to introduce himself.
I don't think.
How could he have known exactly where Sandy was?
I don't think that was what he was doing when he tackled that guy.
It's your job
No.
to judge this tape. Is it a story of boy meets girl? Fact meets fiction.
We'll
I think
tell
this
you
one's
whether
fake.
this story is true or false at the end of our show. Next,
I
learn
think
what
my
secrets
fist
are
needs to
contained
meet
in
your
the horn
face.
of death on Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction.
It's not always easy to guess exactly what certain items are used for. Take this device. Looks like a miniature space capsule, or perhaps a small torpedo.
How much did they pay this guy?
An early air conditioning unit.
Because whatever it was, it's too much.
This part would fit into your open window while the fan unit would circulate the air inside your car. Now, how about this? Could be a stapler, hole puncher. In fact, it's a cherry picker. One easy step and you can eat a cherry that's both pit and worry-free.
Dude, I need that.
The
I love
object in
cherries,
our
but I
next
hate
story
pits.
is a bit more exotic. Its use a bit more unusual. It's
I'm gonna look
about
up
to
cherry
enter the
pitters
world of
right now.
antique dealer Hugh Santelli,
Mhm.
and exactly what this piece is used for is about to be discovered by both Mr. Santelli.
Dude, I can get one for like $8.
I had thought I'd given up all belief in the supernatural as a young man.
Awesome.
And as an adult, the profession I've chosen doesn't allow the indulgence of such things. I am forced to deal in cold reality. You see, I'm a mortician.
Why do you talk like that?
Hugh Santelli, dear fellow, ran an antique shop next door. A boisterous gentleman, perhaps, but I was pleased to call this colorful man my friend. I clearly remember the day and exact manner our little wager began.
Got it?
Got it.
You got it?
I got it.
Don't say you got it.
I
You don't
got
got
it already.
A number of new pieces, I see.
Hey, how you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Good. Yeah, the Peterson estate. I bought everything that wasn't locked down.
Peterson. Oh, yes, I handle the funeral arrangement.
We make a good partnership, huh? You bury them, and I pick up all the pieces.
And they just don't make pieces of this quality anymore, huh?
Hey, I picked up an item you might be interested in. A carved umbrella stand.
Whoa there!
Well, how's that for luck, huh? One of the items I'm about to toss out almost does me in.
You have no idea what this is, do you?
No, not the foggiest.
I've got the shade over there.
Still works. I don't know of an orchestra in the country that could use one.
This is not a musical instrument, Santelli. This is a death warrant, once commonly used in my profession.
Run that by me again?
A death warrant. Decades ago, before sophisticated medical procedures were widely known, it was not unheard of for people to be mistakenly buried. Often they were comatose patients who simply showed no signs of life.
Where does the horn fit?
Many people had a fear of premature burial, so they had one of these installed in a casket, reaching from the burial vault to the surface of the ground.
Oh, Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
Wake up in your coffin, one of these are tuned and keep tooting to help arouse. Of course, modern medicine has made these items as useless as a bucket. Still, as an oddity of my profession, I could take it off your hands for say $25.
Got it. This little baby's off the wall enough for me to sell to one of my, how shall I say this, eccentric buyers?
Theory. But if you tell them what this item was really used for, I'm afraid it would be a hard sell indeed.
You forget who you're talking to.
I know only too well the curse of all things associated with the death trade. I needn't remind you of my dating history.
What does that
mean? Bed warmers to rich old ladies in central heating. I could sell this one.
A foolhardy
Oh,
boast.
lightning
I
outside.
assure you.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps you'd care to back it up with a little wager.
Wager? Happy to. I'll tell you what, if I don't sell this by the end of the week, it's yours.
Let's toss in dinner, just to make it interesting.
Deal. 1 week from tonight.
Dinner at...
Alright, now you're pushing it.
I trust you like...
Don't eat your noodles before they're cooked.
No one says that.
Santelli went about the business of trying to win our wager.
Mr. Yamaguchi, good to see you. And this very special, unique item that was used here in America years ago in the funeral trade. What about this nice stagecoach? This is one of a kind. Your clients will adore it. Solid brass. It's called a death horn. This is beautiful. See, in olden days, these were installed in caskets when people were sometimes buried prematurely. And if you woke up buried alive, all you did was... Huh? What do you think?
That was an added in sound
Yeah,
effect.
for sure.
Hey, price is not a factor. I'm willing to accept any reasonable offer. Anything.
No snail?
See you tomorrow. I am. I'm afraid you're on your own tonight. Yeah, I lost the bet. Gotta take Lockwood to dinner. Well, how do you think I feel? Hey, it'll be fun. Yeah, I'll be home as soon as I can. I love you.
What? What the heck? He just keeled over?
Well, he died.
Well, you lost the bet and you flaked out?
Yeah. Have some respect.
Yeah, my goodness. At least hold up your end of the bargain before you fucking decide to
It was
bite
odd.
it.
I had talked to Santelli not half an hour before. I proposed meeting him at the restaurant. He suggested we meet here at the store and drive together. If he had changed his mind, why wasn't the door locked?
Santelli. Is that you?
It's a skeleton!
Though he still had a pulse, I felt I was looking into the face of a dead man.
How'd he blow the thing if he was unconscious?
I need an ambulance.
Yeah.
1800 Riverside, Santelli's Antiques.
I couldn't figure it out. Here was Santelli in the middle of the floor, but unmistakably I'd heard the sound of...
Which was added in post, because we only have one sound effect for it, clearly.
The paramedics arrived just in time.
And of course,
somehow
it's the most threatening regular trombone sound effect.
If the horn hadn't blown,
Or French horn,
Santelli
maybe.
would surely have died before his shock.
No, I think you would have found
What
him.
made the horn sound when nobody was around to blow it? Is it possible that some air current from a vent caused
No,
the sound?
don't
If so,
even bullshit me with
how
that.
could it have been so loud?
George, or whatever your name is.
Could it be that Hugh Santelli telepathically willed the
No,
sound to
shut
come
up! I like the air
Did the
current
horn
thing
itself
better.
summon some human-like spirit to perform the job it was built to do?
My goodness.
Is this story of the possessed antique based on fact? Or are writers just blowing their own?
I think this is fact somehow.
Next,
Somehow,
you
I
find
know
out
he's
which
gonna
of
be
our
like, that's
stories are
true, and then not
and
elaborate.
which are false.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
beyond belief, fact or fiction returns.
Now it's time to find out which of our stories tonight are inspired by actual events,
Inspired.
which are totally made up. How about the
Th-
truck
that's the
stop that
thing,
was
isn't
visited
it?
by
Because it's like, inspired could just mean like, oh, we saw something that was like this, except there was no supernatural element to it at all, and we just added that in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what I think could make the last one real. Because it's like, okay, yeah, someone finding their friend, like, dying on the floor. That makes sense. Like, everything else about that was plausible, except for the horn thing.
The horn.
I feel like if it was just inspired by a real event, then they could have just added that in, and the rest of it would have been fine.
Yeah.
But whatever.
The invisible spirit. Was this true or false?
This was false.
I'd say it's time to get your priorities straight. So you're leaning
Well-
towards the towing package. You know.
Hold on, I can't see anything. Listen, thank you for following.
Gloria won dance for the road.
Watch it,
Let me put this
Buster.
under all the
I
alerts.
didn't do nothing.
I'm working on one of my migraines. You picked the wrong day to mess with.
Gloria, I didn't mess with you. That was him.
Him. You need to take some time off. And you need to keep your damn hands to yourself.
You think we created this story? You're right. It never happened.
Good. I know. It's obvious.
What about the romantic story of the couple brought together by the mystical music box? Fact or fiction?
That's true.
Yeah.
What do you think? A little birthday gift from me to me.
If you've sunk to buying yourself birthday presents, you definitely need a boyfriend.
Charming face, isn't it? Unfortunately, it doesn't work. The figurines, they don't dance anymore.
You're gonna show the entire story again? What's going on?
Oh my god, yeah.
If you buy a broken music box, it's only going to remind you of a broken romance.
I love the
Does
way
this
she
sound
said
like one we made
romance.
Not this time. Our research shows it happened on the West Coast.
Your research? You just. What do you mean research? I hate this shit.
Okay, sure.
He cares so
Let's take
much.
another look at the story of the young man in the pawn shop incident. True or false?
True.
What's this? Open the safe and get my watch.
What do you think?
No, you still got it.
Yeah, I think it's true.
Yeah.
When you get the safe open, give me the watch and all the other goodies you got in there.
You know what I think this is? I think it was a guy who always has dreams of getting robbed.
And there's just this
And
one
just, like,
time it
one
happened
day
to be
it just
right.
exactly.
I'll bet that thing ain't even loaded. 2 to 1. You're wrong.
Was this story of a man trapped in his own premonition based on a real happening?
Trapped in its own premonition.
According to our research, it happened in the Midwest around 1990.
Wow. More lightning outside.
How did you judge the story of the young woman who found her Prince Charming in the most unexpected way? Fact or fancy?
Fancy.
What are you doing?
Just checking to see if you got a cell phone so I can call my friend. I'm really late. You don't mind, do you?
Give me my purse back. I'd like to go now.
I can't do that. It'll ruin all my plans. Get in the trunk. We're gonna take a little ride. Where are you going?
Where are you going? I thought that was like a pickup
Based
line.
on a real event discovered by our research staff.
Andrew Tate told me this would work.
No way! Alright, whatever. I'm unhappy about it, but I believe it.
The antique dealer whose life was saved by an unusual object.
This is a death bolt, once commonly used in my profession. Run that by me again?
Well, I feel like this one has to be fake now because there were like 3 facts in a row.
Exactly, yeah.
It was not unheard of for people to be mistakenly buried. Often they were comatose patients who simply showed no signs of life.
Where does the horn fit?
Many people had a fear of premature burial, so they had one of these installed in the casket, reaching from the burial vault to the surface of the ground.
Did you think this one really happened? If you did, we whistled one right past you.
If you did, you're a dumbass and will shit in your shoes.
Once again, we've demonstrated that fact and fiction are like 2 colors side by side on the same palette. Dip the brush in one color at a time, and the result is a basic color. Mix them together, and you end up with a combination whose color can only be described as beyond belief. Jonathan,
Is that
Jonathan,
how color
what
works?
are you talking about? I think if you mix 2 colors
if you
together,
mix red and yellow together, you get a color
Yeah.
that no one's ever seen
if you
before.
mix orange and green together, you're just gonna get brown. You're just gonna get something that's ugly to look at. You're not gonna get something beyond blue. Oh my god, it's ugly. I love the show.
Yeah.
Where's Cherry? They would love this.
Yeah.
Weren't they here last time and they were like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Alright, let's get another one on.
Yeah. You mind if I go to the restroom real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright.
Oh, what the heck? It's playing another one. Oh, okay, episode 4. I guess that's fine. Oh no, episode
Beyond
3.
belief,
Whatever.
Fact or fiction. Hosted by Jonathan Frakes.
Freaks.
Tonight, your challenge is to separate what is true from what is false. 5 stories, some real, some fake. Can you judge which are fact and which are
5
fiction?
stories, some
To find
real,
out,
some
you must
fake.
enter a
The
world
show's
of
hosted
truth
by
and
Jonathan
deception.
Frakes.
A world that is beyond belief.
Sorry, that was bad. Where is he? There he is. My guy. I feel like
Can we really trust our own eyes?
I feel like
Observe these
Family
pictures.
Feud music should be playing when it comes
This
out.
looks bigger than the one on the left. Let's switch positions. Now, which one seems bigger? The truth is,
They're the
they're
same
exactly
size.
the same size.
I know this. You can't pull a fast one on me.
So it is with our stories tonight. What seems to be true may turn out to be completely false, or vice versa. So be careful how you judge them. Should I say, how you size them.
Oh my god. Who wrote this show? I need to speak with
Have you
them.
ever noticed the curious things one sees discarded by the roadside? One shoe. In fact, maybe that's where they get the expression tossed out like an old shoe. You also see lots of hubcaps on the road. Of course, spare tires. And even furniture shows up on the side of the highway now and then. But none of these items have prepared the Bradleys for what they're about to encounter along the roadside. Jerry can't resist taking advantage of it. And Mary?
Jerry and Mary.
She's waiting for the other shoe to drop.
My new husband, Jerry, and I considered ourselves the luckiest people in the world. We were married in our hometown of Gary, Indiana, and decided to
Hold on. Jerry and Mary got married in Gary? Are you kidding me? Hi, Carpet. How's it going?
What a beautiful spot. Where are we?
Near as I can figure, we are just outside of Flagstaff on an old stretch of Route 66. I think. I don't know.
So we're lost.
Well, no, we're not lost.
We're just
All roads
exploring.
lead somewhere, right? Come on, let's go eat. I'm starving.
Nothing ever bothered Jerry. He just took things as they came. But I
Good.
believe in fate. Everything happens for a reason.
I joined at a weird time.
Hey. So this is Jerry and Mary, who just got married in Gary, Arizona.
Oh, you.
Order up some lunch.
Well, how about if I make you another peanut butter jelly?
Which may be better than Red, White, and April May, who work for Blue
Yeah,
Corp,
yeah.
who've been blackmailing people.
What's wrong?
There's something over there. Lady of the Grants, right here.
It's scary.
Hi, Maeve. You want to join in?
You know what this is?
Okay. Yeah, hold on.
This is a 1944 port.
Let's pause this. Let's migrate to the
Which one
boys
is full
server.
board?
The what?
Alright. I was just repeating what you said.
Oh, okay. Yes. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. I love when you say that.
Yeah, I
Hi, hello. Let
It's alright,
me
Mong.
let me screen. No, I don't mind. Let me screen share the show to you, so y'all can watch.
What are we watching?
Fact or
Fact?
Fiction.
Or fiction.
What is that?
It's a show where they present a scenario to you, which is acted out by these two lovely folks, and then you have to figure out if the story is based on true events or not.
Okay.
It's just a fun thing to do while I play this very
I'm
understimulating
not sure I
game.
completely understand the show, but
Yeah, you'll see. You'll
I'll
see.
figure it out. Yeah.
You just watch the show for now, and then be like, "That's stupid. That didn't happen," or you can be like, "No, I can see that happening."
All right.
That's it.
They don't make them anymore. It's a
What's with the
classic.
frame
It's in
rate?
perfect shape.
Well, it must belong to someone.
Yeah, but why would anyone leave it here?
Give me a second.
That's fine. I'm getting the audio fine, so that's what really matters.
Yeah, but I hate it.
Fair enough.
Okay, there we go.
It's that valuable. I'm sure they're gonna come back for it.
Yeah, and then it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, it must have fallen off a truck or something.
It's not our business, Jerry.
I wonder if it still runs.
Who cares? We should just leave it alone. Now, come on, let's go. What are you doing? Come on, stop that. Put it back down, Jerry.
Jerry.
This woman is not a good actress.
Yeah, this show is also very cheesy.
It's never been renewed.
This has like Are You Afraid of the Dark vibes.
Get off of it, Jerry.
Oh my god, Jerry.
Woo!
Jerry, there's blood on the front fender.
Oh my god.
How did you not notice that?
Oh, Jerry.
Practice in here.
Jerry.
I'm gonna take her for a little spin. I'll be right back.
Jerry.
Jerry.
I'll never forget the terrible feeling I had in the pit
I'll
of
never
my
forget
stomach.
him. I never saw him again. Jumping off the bike is not going to make you less responsible for running over someone.
Well, I think if he jumps off the bike and it crashes to the side of the road, it's not going to hit her.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay.
Because the bike's not going to keep going if he's not on it.
That's true.
Like a car would.
Oh, the girl. Oh, God, I couldn't stop. Where is she?
There is no girl. That was a ghost.
She's gone. And so is the motorcycle.
And the girl and the motorcycle just
Okay, so this is obviously not real.
You'd be surprised.
I will
I know this all
immediately
sounds
doubt
like
the
we're
credibility of
completely
this
out of our
show if they
lives,
say this
but I saw
happened.
the whole thing.
Here's the thing, and we just discussed this in the last one, but the thing is that all of the ones that are supposedly fact are only quote inspired by real events, so they can just add whatever they want technically, and still that's fact to them.
So what you're saying is it doesn't actually matter whether
It doesn't actually matter. It's just for fun.
I see.
But also, I'm in your boat.
I swear to you.
You don't believe this? No, I believe it.
No, I don't.
I believe you're crazy.
Yeah, but I believe that.
A couple years ago, someone died.
It's very spot.
Yep, there we go.
Jesus Christ.
Home from the
Like,
war. Borrowed his
This is
friend's
like
car
every
motorcycle.
cliche.
Sped down this road to see his girlfriend.
It sure is. I want to go off on my little tangent of I don't immediately distrust anyone who thinks ghosts exist.
Uh-huh. Wait, you
Including-
do or you don't?
I do.
Oh, but I
Immediately
think
distrust
ghosts are
anyone.
real.
I'm aware.
What?
You're an exception because you're my close friend.
Okay. if I had told you this like early into the friendship, would you have stopped talking to me?
No, of course not.
I think that'd be a really funny reason for you to just like ghost me.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't know, what did I say?
I ghost you.
Oh no!
Did you not get that when you
No.
said it? Was that the joke?
Oh my goodness.
No, I wouldn't. No, I just. I don't know. That doesn't.
What about it do you not like?
Why would anyone ever actually think ghosts are real?
Because I think it's cool if they do.
Well, I think it would be cool if fucking the second coming of Christ happened. That doesn't mean it's gonna.
Yeah.
And I think
For
there's like
watching, but for I guess the someone is watching.
Yeah,
I am Jewish. I was just said that as
I was
like a
just-
big
Yeah.
that will never happen.
Not
I
that you
was
believe in Jesus
Just
in
about
general.
to say, wouldn't it be the first coming?
Well, no, there was a guy. He was a guy.
Yeah, he was a
Oh,
guy.
you're right. You're right.
It's
was a
just
real
that they don't
person
think
who
that he was
existed.
the son of God.
Yeah, yeah.
They just think he was a cool dude.
He was no, legitimately. We at fucking like temple and Hebrew school, we had a whole like section on like other like faiths, and they told us about like Jesus was a guy. He just wasn't. He just wasn't like the son of God. But we agree with a lot of like his teachings.
I don't
Yep.
understand Jews for Jesus. Can you explain this to me? Because this came up in
Those people aren't
conversation.
Jewish.
They're not Jewish?
No.
Okay. Because that came up in conversation with my dad, who was also Jewish, a few weeks ago.
I actually don't really know what that is. So do you want to elaborate a little bit so I can say more without immediately jumping to that
No,
conclusion?
I don't know, because that's like, I just know that it's like a group of people that are called
fine, I'll
Jews for
Google it.
Jesus, and I don't know anything about. Because I'm like, isn't the whole point of being Jewish, at least religiously? Because maybe they're like culturally Jewish, and they don't like necessarily follow the religion.
Well, I mean, you can. Okay, hang on. JewsForJesus.org.
Or you're taking
I don't
a
want this
tangent.
in my search history.
I'll do it. I'll do
It's
it.
no, it's too late. I'm already on the page.
Oh
It's
my
on the
God.
search history.
Oh my god, I'm really close to 69%.
So I guess they call themselves Jewish, but they also no, these people. That's not.
That's not how that works.
That's not how that works. You can't. Like, you can believe whatever you want, but I don't think you count as Jewish anymore.
I think it'd be really, really funny if on Fact or Fiction they had just straight up Jesus' resurrection.
Someone who believes in the Old Testament and also that Jesus existed just a Christian?
Exactly, yeah. Which is why I have to believe that, like, these people are only...
Would they just not believe in, like, the rest of the New Testament? I don't understand.
Yeah.
No clue.
Like, where do they draw... If they don't draw the line at Jesus, where do they draw the line?
Which you would imagine is the line for most, if not all Jews, but apparently not.
In the, like, if it's, like, I don't know.
I also want to say that many...
I don't believe in the Old Testament either. I'm Jewish in that, like, I'm culturally Jewish, and also that, like, I think, like, Judaism is, like, an important... This is a whole thing, but basically, like, my opinion on religion in general is that, like, you know, I don't believe there's some sort of higher power in the same way I don't believe in ghosts. But, like, I think that, like, there's a lot of, like, good teachings from, like, the Bible and the Torah that, like, can help people become better
Nicer
and more
people.
responsible people. Like in the same way that, like, not to, like, belittle religion, but, like, in the same way that, like, you know, like, children's stories have a moral, like, I feel like this is, like, a more complex version of that.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, most stories have a moral, but you know what I mean, like, in a very, like, overt sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it sounds like a children's story, but more complex just sounds like a story.
Well, no, but, like, because, like, when, I'm thinking of, like, you know, in like, kids' books, like, they'll kind of, that, like,
They,
they're
like,
not
kind of
really,
state what the deal is at the end.
They're telling a story to teach you something.
Okay.
Which is, I think, the point.
Anyway, guys, I'm at 69% in the game. Just thought you should know that.
I really, you know, I'm not looking. I'm only looking at the thing in Discord because I want to play Powerwash Simulator and I don't want it spoiled for me.
You're gonna be spoiled on me cleaning a house.
Oh my god.
I don't want. I like. You know, I don't want to memorize.
I don't want to see the
because
house.
I want to be able to find it. I want to solve it like a puzzle.
If it means anything, this map is insanely large. Like, you're not gonna see 80% of it.
But, like, still.
Okay, that's fair. Do you know the that one story? Because you started talking about, like, Bible stories, and this isn't a Bible story, but a Christian story of.
I haven't actually read the Bible.
No, I don't think most people have, but.
Morgan has and tells me that I should.
Why?
Because it's like it's full of important culturally relevant stories.
I guess so. Anyway, do you know that one story where it's like the guy's on the beach and there's footprints representing his entire life?
Oh yeah, vaguely. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Do you know the Bigfoot version of that story?
Yes.
Hold
What?
on, I found it. It's so funny. How do I search for this?
I don't have a clue.
Jesus, I carried you, Bigfoot edition. I don't know. What to tell you.
Oh! Here it is. A new take on footprints in the sand.
Oh, Clay, what you said exactly.
One night, a man had a dream. He dreamed he was walking along the beach with Sasquatch. Across the sky flashed scenes from his life. For each scene, he noticed two sets of footprints in the sand, one belonging to him and the other to the Sasquatch.
Wait, hang on, wait.
The funny part hasn't happened yet.
What's up? Why did Maeve say wait?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Alright, my headphones do this thing where they stop taking input for a bit.
Yeah.
Hang on. The thing that Clay said in chat, are you blaming... You're saying that Jesus fucked up and that's why people use the Bible for bigoted reasons?
Wow.
I don't agree with...
Yeah.
I read the first two lines and I was like, yeah, exactly. And then you were like, it's used by bigots because Jesus fucked his shit up. And I'm like...
Wait a second.
So much for an immaculate text.
Can I finish the story?
What do you... Hang on, I want to know what this person has against Jesus.
We can get to that. It's going to take them a while to type. Let me finish this. I'm starting over because I only got like 3 sentences in. One night a man had a dream. He dreamed he was walking along the beach with Sasquatch. Across the sky flashed scenes from his life. For each scene, he noticed two sets of footprints in the sand, one belonging to him and the other to the Sasquatch. When the last scene of his life flashed before him, he looked back at the footprints in the sand. He noticed that many times along the path of his life, there was only one set of footprints. He also noticed that it happened at the very lowest and saddest times of his life. This really bothered him, and he questioned Sasquatch about it. Sasquatch, you said... Hi. Hi, besties.
Uh-oh.
You'll have to try harder to get rid of me.
The stream is still gone, by the way.
It's back.
Not on my screen.
Refresh. And watch 6 seconds.
There we go.
There it is. There it is.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the video now because we will be talking for the next 2 hours if I don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Also,
don't
in chat, and you're good. I'm not gonna yell at you about Jesus. I don't care that much.
Two young people, very much in love, died right here 4 years ago today.
What are you saying?
Every year on this day, somebody sees that old motorcycle, but it always disappears before they can get to it.
Uh-huh.
You're the only one who ever got to ride it. See the young girl.
But why did this happen now? To us?
Who knows? Joe?
Joe?
I'm ready for transport.
Looking back now, Jerry and I believe we were chosen to release the spirits of these two young lovers. Maybe now they can both rest in peace.
Sure. If you say so.
What caused Jerry Bradley to fall off the motorcycle and break his leg?
Oh wait, is that what
Was it all
the
an
clips of
illusion?
this from?
Yeah.
Why have others reported seeing the same cycle on that same day every year? Where did the bike go?
This
Could
is
both Jerry and Mary have
what's
been
his name?
hallucinating at the same time? Are we telling the
Ken
truth in
Penders?
this story, or will it turn out that we're just...
I keep forgetting his name and I keep making up names for him. I'm
Yeah.
gonna actually look it up.
We'll tell you whether this
Jonathan,
story is
that's his
true
name.
or false at the end of our show. Next, a mysterious stranger and a
Jonathan
high-stakes pool
Frakes.
game
Yes.
on Beyond Belief.
His name is
Fact or
Jonathan
Fiction.
Sprague.
They don't even fucking tell you.
No, they tell you at the end. They like do it all at once.
Pool table can be the setting for a gentlemanly contest of skill and strategy,
I love
or a
pool.
set piece in a seamy world of sharks and hustlers. Our story takes place in the South Side Pool Hall, a world where dishonesty often triumphs over decency, and where the clack of ivory spheres can sound the sinking of a man's life as casually as the sinking of a 3-ball.
Hit it, John. Hit it, John. Oh yeah. I want to play pool.
Baby. I'm so bad at pool.
I like it. I'm not great at it, but
Maybe
I love
the
it.
game of pool too much. I bought the Southside Pool Hall 35 years ago. I never made a lot of dough out of it, but at least I was
Dough.
around the game every day. A year ago, I got a bad break. My wife needed surgery, and I took out a loan against the business. Well, things went from bad to worse, and I ended up having to sell the place for nothing to a cocky young hustler named Nicky Russ.
Oh, hell yeah, Nikki.
Nicki Minaj.
Nikki
Right, who's next? Gotta lose sometime. I'll play one arm behind my back. Come on, anybody. Leon, get us a couple of beers, will you? Come on, hop to it, Pops. You're thirsty.
I've been right.
Oh my god, what an asshole.
Yeah, obviously. Ow!
Yeah, that's why they call me Four Finger Bradley.
Funny
That's
how
called,
things work
called
out.
Nikki
I
Two
never thought I'd
Legs.
be making less than minimum wage at a place I used to own.
Neither.
You see, I'm shooting here. Look over
Man, we have to rescue a guy named Ricky Two Legs.
your head once in a while, Leon.
I'm meaning to ask you, what's up with this gold cube?
Stick? That stick belonged to the great Jack Lester. 5 times world champion from 1970 to 1975. He started out hustling right here when he was 15 years old. He was the greatest natural pool player I ever saw.
Leon, what are you doing? Come on, get back to work. What am I paying you for?
It was tough having Nicky Russ as a boss, but I was 65 years old. Where else could I go? At least I was still around the game.
Man, what a guy.
Not a bad night, especially when you add in what I want. Hey, no dogs allowed in.
Jesus.
We're waiting outside. The stranger looked kind of familiar to me, but I knew he wasn't a regular. So it's just like it used to.
Was he the guy who won the award?
No.
Yeah.
Still has plenty of play.
You ever shoot here before?
Yeah. Long time ago.
I knew this man, but I just couldn't place him. It was driving me crazy.
It's the guy.
It's literally the guy.
Yeah.
It can't be. There's no way.
There's just no way.
Let's shoot some pool.
It couldn't be.
There's
Stranger got nothing
simply
off the
no
break.
way.
So now
Yeah.
it was Nicky's turn. Nicky was really hot tonight. It seemed no matter what he did, the balls would fall just right. Of course, the stranger asked for a rematch. The second game went quicker than the first. I'd seen Nicky like this before. He just couldn't lose. When a guy is this hot, you don't bet against him. The stranger insisted on doubling the stakes. Nicky never took a breath, just kept on singing.
I just scored 10 grand in 2 hours.
You're the best, Nikki. Mwah.
Hey, look, it's late and you're probably out of cash.
How about one last game? For $50,000.
All or nothing.
I like this funky music.
Yeah.
50 grand
Yeah.
on me.
Ooh.
Hustling me.
What do you care? Can you beat me?
Play him, Nikki. You can't lose. It's 50 grand.
Come on, Hutch.
There's just one condition. I want to change cues.
That's when I figured out who the stranger was.
Oh,
It
really?
had been a long time since
Oh
I'd seen
man, I never could have seen
him. It was
that
the great
coming.
Jack Lester.
Wait, are you saying that
Hold
he's,
on a
that he's the
second.
guy who that played here when he was 15?
There's just no way.
They'd
I gotta
been
see
playing
this to
9
believe
ball
And he
all
sinks
night.
all the balls out one, in one hit. No, I was joking.
Yeah.
No.
9 ball on the break. The man wins.
I don't believe this.
Give the bill of sale to Leo. It's his place.
I don't have to do that.
Yes, you do. You lost. Take care, Leon.
Thanks, Jack. I I don't know how you did that. Didn't make any sense. I couldn't figure it out.
You two scammed
The
me.
queue's rigged.
You got beat fair
It's the
and
only reason he
square
won.
by the great Jack Lesko.
Jack Lesko, that's impossible.
Why?
Because Jack Lesko stopped playing pool about 15 years ago, when he went blind.
Wow. That's better than him being dead.
Yeah.
Nicky
I like
Russ
that
and
better.
Donna left town the following
If it was
morning.
people who are
And they
like
never set foot inside Leon's pool hall again.
Maybe you are getting scrambled.
Can you hear me? Can you not hear me?
What really happened
Yeah.
at the South Side?
I can hear
pool
you.
that
You just
night?
sound like very broken up
Was it really
sometimes.
Jack Lesko who came back to shoot pool? If so, how could a blind man shoot with such skill and accuracy? There have been cases of blind
Magic.
people regaining their sight for brief periods of time. Is that what happened?
No.
Or is there some
Hang on.
paranormal power in the Golden Q itself?
Did that fix
Are we
it?
presenting a story
Duh,
based
you
on
sound fine
actual
right
events?
now.
Okay, good.
Are we just playing another game? Dirty.
We'll tell you whether this story is true or false at the end of our show. Next, a small southern town hides a deadly secret on Beyond
Deadly
Belief,
secret.
fact or fiction.
Deadly secret.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Mhm.
Some of us keep asking ourselves that question well into middle age. For a young person just out of high school, the world is an exciting place.
Is it?
Choices.
Mhm.
Which is the right one. Yet some young people
Showing your
seem to
age
know
there,
exactly
John.
what they want to do.
Yeah.
Tommy Stewart was just such a young man. Ever since anyone could remember, he wanted a career in law enforcement, and everyone in his small town
Hell.
was rooting for him to make it. Somehow, things took a wrong turn for Tommy.
Bootlicker.
To figure out exactly what happened may take the local sheriff's entire career.
There wasn't much crime in our little town. of
I love the
Buford, Alabama.
southern accent though.
Oh, there
Yeah.
was the occasional drunk we had to put up at the county's expense from time to time, but nothing really big ever happened. We liked it that way. Folks around here didn't have to lock their doors. But then it all changed. That was Tommy Stewart, the young, eager beaver if ever there was.
Eager beaver.
Eager beaver? Doesn't that
Sure,
mean
Driscoll.
something like not
I
that?
picked up those wanted posters.
No.
Oh, good, thanks, Tommy. Tommy, which wanted posters were those again?
It's the
Isn't a
FBI
beaver
and most
euphemism for
wanted.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think so.
Go ahead.
Lickers?
Put 'em up.
For what?
Yes, sir.
Lady parts?
Tommy grew up dirt
I don't
poor
think
on the
so.
outskirts of town.
I've lived in Texas
And
my
he
whole
kept
life.
his dream for as long as I knew him. All he
Eager
ever
beaver
wanted
is
out
just
of
a
life
thing that
was to
people
become
say.
an FBI agent.
Okay.
You know, one of these fugitives is from a county only 30 miles away.
Matter of fact,
If he ever passes through Buford, his running days are gonna be over.
Tommy worked his way through a small local college with odd jobs around town. And every day he'd put in 2 or 3 hours here at the station just to learn as much as he could about the law.
I gotta go deliver some groceries to Mrs. Hawkins. I'll be back later. Bye, Sheriff.
You couldn't help
Sheriff.
liking Tommy. He was just that kind of a kid.
It's purely coincidental. And it's also jurisdiction. Check the truth. Put your foot in. You understand?
I made it. I'm getting in.
Oh, you made it.
I was accepted in the academy, Sheriff. I'm gonna be an FBI agent.
I'm real proud of you.
Even
Tommy.
worse.
I couldn't have done it without you. I'm gonna go tell the others.
That's
All
worse.
Tommy needed was
It
enough
is.
money for travel and living expenses. I got him a job at the cotton mill as a courier. They entrusted him with making the monthly bank deposit, which was usually around $10,000.
Yeah.
What happened next just never
Why?
made any sense to me.
No.
One day, Tommy just
Why can't
disappeared,
you use your own?
along with the mill's $10,000 deposit.
Well, that's your
He never
problem.
showed up at the FBI Academy, and no one ever saw or heard from him again. We did a thorough investigation, but never found one thing that explained what happened to Thomas Stewart. Not too many days went by over the next 5 years that I didn't think about Tommy.
Not
I
too many
hated that the
days went
case
by
had
over
gone
the next
unsolved
5
for
years.
so long, and I never believed that he took that
Just
body.
about a 365 times 5.
Yeah. But less than that.
But yeah, something like that.
The joke I was making was he's like, was
There's
like
5 days and 5 years.
Yeah.
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 Agent Joseph Delaney, FBI. I'm here investigating a ring of counterfeiters we believe is operating in the area.
Counterfeiting, huh? That's news to me.
Yeah, well, hopefully I'll be able to wrap this thing up quickly and get out of your hair.
He's like, wait a second.
Something wrong?
No. Why don't you grab that desk right over there? I couldn't help noticing that Agent Delaney was about the same age Tommy would be by now. There was something familiar about him.
Yes, sir.
See, unless some like absolutely insane shit happens, I feel like this is the most believable story.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like, if they made it up, I wouldn't be like. You can make up whatever you want, but like this.
Yeah, this is too grounded.
I can't help but think you
Yeah.
and I met before.
It's possible. I lived here in Buford about 5 years ago for a short time. Right before I entered the academy.
He's making it seem like he doesn't know him,
Remember
though.
Boyd and Tommy
Yeah.
was student?
Yeah, I remember. Talked a few times about our mutual ambition to join the Bureau.
That right?
Terrible how he disappeared with all that money.
Tommy Stewart was no thief.
Seems like it was.
For the next week, I noticed that Agent Delaney didn't do much investigating. One of my deputies overheard him talking to the Bureau, trying to get himself transferred out of Buford. There was something wrong about Delaney, but I just couldn't put my finger on it.
Sheriff Driscoll?
Yeah, Arlene.
Henry Mix just called. He's hunting crawfish down at Briar's Bog when a body popped up.
Hunting crawfish down old Briar's Bog.
Delaney, we got us a body that turned up down at the bar. You busy right now?
What?
Yeah, I'm a little short. Could help.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my god, man, he doesn't do anything.
Oh no!
No way.
It's some guy.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's Tommy Stewart.
Pete Moss must have preserved his body over the years.
You shut me up.
What?
What the hell's going on?
You murdered Tommy, didn't you?
I needed the money. He fought back. I'm gonna kill him.
Give me the weapon, son.
I'm not going to prison.
I mean, you killed someone, so yeah.
Give me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to prison.
I don't think you have another option, my
Yeah,
dude.
you killed a dude.
It was the strangest thing I ever saw. There was no splashing, no struggle. It was as if somebody reached up and pulled him down into the bog. But that wasn't the end of it. We recovered Joseph Delaney's body the following day, and there on his forehead was a deep gash that matched Tommy's exactly.
Was it just
Alright,
a
so-
series of
see
coincidences
it being
that brought
true.
FBI agent Joseph
I
Delaney
think
back?
this is true when they made up some
Was it
stuff
his
to
own
make
guilt?
it
Yeah.
a little better.
Like the old cliche, was he compelled to return to the scene of the crime? Or was the dead boy with the unfinished dream able to reach from his grave to accomplish what he had always wanted to do?
No, he didn't do that.
Solve a crime and get his memory. Is this story based on actual police files?
Yeah.
Or should our writers be put under investigation?
That's good. I like that one, John.
At the end of our show.
I think they should, but not for that reason.
Haunts a local cemetery on Beyond Belief, fact or fiction.
One of the world's oldest occupations, that of the grave digger. It's a profession that's guaranteed of future customers. One that's been spotlighted in the works of Shakespeare, Edgar Allan Poe, and even Stephen King. While reverence for the dead is an essential part of the work, our next deals with a man who has none at all. Pete Ringwald is a bitter, nasty hull of it. In fact, the dead are probably the only people he hasn't offended. All
Such
that.
a wet dick.
Now prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Now anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. And so, Gabriel Pine,
Me and my
may
buddy
you
Bo
rest
got a job digging graves at the local cemetery in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Right away, we didn't like it much. The thing that bugged us the most, our boss, Pete Ringwald, was the meanest man I ever knew.
What
We
a
hated
guy.
working for him, but we needed the money. Pete had been the groundskeeper here for the past 20 years. He never really cared about nothing or nobody, especially the dead.
Okay, preacher, it's time to wrap this medicine show up.
Excuse me?
I said I did not put lid on it. You're cutting into my lunch hour.
Let us all join in a final amen. For it's time to leave these green pastures and return to our homes. Amen.
Amen. Speed it up. I'm getting hungry.
We're almost there.
You can go home.
Almost cut it, moron.
Hungry.
There. Rest in peace.
Well, that ain't right, Jim.
You shut your mouth. Don't you say we're threatening my cemetery. You all can do your job. Now, fill in that hole.
Everything seemed to boil up Pete's blood. People said he was born in a foul mood, and then he just got meaner.
You hear that, boss?
No respect for anyone.
It's a ghost.
Ghost got bars.
Yeah.
Somebody
Go
sing it
off.
somewhere. Shut your mouth, dummy. I never call no break. Who the hell are you?
I'm just an old woman.
I'm sure you are.
You like my
Yep.
song?
I'm sure you're not the
All
person in that
about
coffin right now.
Get out of my cemetery, you shriveled up old bat.
Oh
my God.
She'll be there soon. Be a nice. She's a
Yeah.
potential customer.
I think she's a customer, actually.
I know. I'm.
Not well bred. No respect for anyone. Not even the dead.
Easy, old broad.
Who calls people broads anymore?
You two
This
idiots
guy.
get back to work or I'll fire the both of you. My business. Smart asses think they know everything. Them two boys.
She followed him home. We got it. We know how the song goes.
A gross man with a tiny penis.
The next morning, we had
He
another
hasn't
bite
gotten
of
laid in
and Pete was
25
ornerier than
years.
No one else took it. But we knew somebody would have to pay him back someday.
Almost.
Alright.
You're useless. You know that? Just useless.
You good? Oh my god.
You know, we haven't had time to build tension. This lady's just been nonstop
Yeah,
here.
just constantly the tension.
What?
That was good.
One, bury this thing. Bury it deep. Put rocks on top of it. Crush it.
Crush it? That ain't right.
I said crush it.
You ain't gonna do that. Be unholy.
Get the hell out of here. I never want to see the two of you again. Knew it myself.
This sounds like a really shitty Edgar Allan Poe story.
It is. You're right.
Honestly, there's two.
You're dead. You hear me?
Just be friends. I remember.
Oh my god.
Can you guys hear me?
This is actually
died in the old woman's grave that day. The doctor said it looked like something scared him to death.
What's the explanation? Is this an elaborate
There
plan
is
of
none. It's
revenge
not true.
engineered by the two disgruntled employees? If so, is the old woman in on it too?
Yes.
Or was her spirit just making sure that her body received a proper burial?
Uh-huh.
Is this story of the wicked cemetery boss based on an actual event? Or are we burying the truth beneath the mouth of life?
That one was bad.
Oh my god.
I didn't like that
Tell you
one,
whether
John.
this story is true or false at the end of our show. Next, a woman becomes an uninvited guest at a stranger's funeral
I
on
think
Beyond
this
Belief,
one's the
Fact
last
or
one.
Fiction.
The next one.
Okay.
There's 5
Books can
every
be
episode.
viewed as food for the mind. Stop reading them and your brain can become anemic. Read junk and your thinking can become malnourished.
Okay.
But handle your diet of books well and your lifelong learning never stops. Florence Tyler has an insatiable appetite for learning. Although she's a teacher, she barely takes any time off because the world offers so many opportunities to learn more. Her curiosity has always been a benefit to Florence. But suddenly, it appears to have created a problem. And now, she's about to learn something even her curious mind could never expect.
M. Anthony Brinksman had been a top lawyer practicing for over 5 decades. His client list was a who's who of the rich and famous.
Send her in, please.
That's why I couldn't imagine why he contacted me.
Mr. Brinksman, this is Miss Tyler.
How do you do, Miss Tyler? I'm M. Anthony Brinksman.
Hello. I agreed to meet with you, Mr. Brinksman, but I still don't understand why you couldn't tell me what this was about over the phone. Is this a deposition? Or am I in some kind of trouble? Or...
Have a seat.
That's not good.
Very serious situation has arisen. I need to make certain inquiries on behalf of one of my clients.
Look, I don't have much time. I have to pick up my son from the babysitter, and they'll charge me if I'm late.
I understand. Please sit down, Miss Tyler. Are you familiar with a gentleman by the name of George Randolph Parker?
Should I be?
Well, you did attend his funeral at Willow Glen Cemetery 3 days ago.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember the name, but I didn't know that man. I didn't do anything. I just happened to be there at the funeral.
You often go to funerals of people you don't know?
I didn't go to Willow Glen for that reason.
Why were you there?
I am a high school art teacher, and that cemetery has a wonderful art collection. Not many people know that.
I'm familiar with the collection. Now explain exactly what transpired. This is very important.
I went there to do some research for my class. I hadn't been there in quite some time. I spent about 2 leisurely hours wandering through the different sculpture exhibits. I was on my way back to my car when I noticed a beautiful old chapel. It just had the kind of architecture we were studying about in my class.
Let me understand something. If you had already finished your research, why didn't you just leave?
I was struck by the chapel's old English architecture, and I wanted to get a look inside. I feel like I'm on
If you
trial
must
here or
know.
something.
Please continue.
No, I want to know what's going on.
I'm sorry, Miss Tyler, but my client was rather eccentric. There are certain issues that must be resolved.
I don't think that's what. I don't think you know what eccentric means.
Like
Yeah.
I don't have anything to do with it.
Like, I would have stopped talking like 5 minutes ago and called my lawyer.
Yeah.
A very special feeling came over me, almost like I was meant to be there.
Like this, I don't care if something supernatural
It
happens
had
or
a
not. This
lovely
one's not real.
decor, quiet and serene. It's always been amazing to me how something so simple could be so beautiful. I suddenly realized that I wasn't exactly alone.
There was a ghost.
funeral coffin set up in front of the
Oh,
altar.
okay.
I saw the open casket, and I felt compelled to pay my respects to the deceased.
Good afternoon. Please be seated.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm not here for the funeral.
It's time to begin the service.
Obviously, the whole thing felt very odd to me, but I felt so sorry for the deceased. There was no one else there to pray for him, so I decided to stay.
We are all gathered here today.
All of us.
To say a final goodbye to George Randolph
Orwell.
Parker, a man who lived his life by his own rules, regardless of how others felt.
So the only reason you stayed was because you felt badly that no one else was present?
That's right. The poor man obviously had no family, and I thought he might have been homeless.
Yes. Well, go on.
The minister
He was
finished
a
his
billionaire.
service, and I remember saying a quiet prayer for Mr. Parker. I couldn't wait to leave when I was approached by the funeral director, who asked me to sign the registry. Like I said, I found the whole thing uncomfortable, but to be polite, I signed the book anyway with my name and address. Well, that's what happened, and I didn't have another thought about it until now.
I would think about it again.
I would be
Your questions,
mortified.
I would appreciate it if you would tell me why I'm here.
You were wrong about several points, Miss Tyler. Mr. Parker did have a family, but unfortunately they all loathed him. He was not an easy man to like. He had no friends. But he wasn't homeless, nor was he indigent by any means.
Well, what does all this have to do with me?
I called you here to carry out Mr. Parker's wishes as set forth in his will. His estate was to be divided among whomever attended his funeral.
Oh my god.
What are you saying?
And that you were the only person in attendance. You would be the sole recipient of his
I guess
entire
eccentric
estate.
does work for this context.
Yeah, I guess so.
yeah.
Mr. Parker's net worth at the time of his death was $34 million. Congratulations, Miss Tyler. I believe that now you can pay your babysitters overtime.
Oh, thank you. Oh, my dear God.
I didn't realize there were going to be positive stories.
Yeah.
Unless this one's
Yeah.
over.
By the way, M. Anthony Brinksman is now my personal attorney.
By the
Florence
way.
Tyler became a rich woman purely by happenstance, wasn't it?
I think
was it her own intellectual
it's distinctly
curiosity?
possible that one happened.
Yeah.
Or was she lured there by something?
First choice for of the ones we've seen.
Could it have been the strength of a dead man's spirit
not
that called
impossible.
Florence to the funeral service? Was this hated man in life trying to redeem himself in death? If you believe this story, will it leave you
Oh,
something
on
of
your
substance
phones.
to hold on to, or will you merely inherit the
Next, you'll find out which of our stories are fact and
All
which
right.
are fiction. When Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction returns.
Okay, finally.
And now it's time to find out which of our stories tonight are totally made up and which are inspired by actual events. Let's take another look at the story of the Phantom motorcycle. Was this one fact or fiction?
This one was fake, for sure.
Our research on this one shows that a similar story took place in the American Southwest in the mid-60s.
Yep. I had that written down as fact, by the way. I just want everyone to know.
Yeah, I'm sure you
Make a
did.
tale about the
After the fact.
legendary player who turned
No, I did.
Hustling me. What are you?
Sorry, my headphones.
Can you beat me?
This one's yes, I think.
Lose. It's 50 grand.
This one's boring enough that it could be true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, hotshot.
Yeah, shit.
There's just one condition.
I think it's boring enough to be fake.
I want to change.
That's true, yeah.
Did this one have the feel of reality to you?
No.
But the point is, it doesn't feel real, but like it's physically.
It's fake.
Yeah.
Let's take another look at the story of the FBI agent who made a surprise confession at the scene of a murder he committed. Fact or fiction?
You set me up.
This one's fake.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Tommy didn't.
This one's real.
I needed the money.
I think fake.
He fought
Putting
back.
my camp in real.
Give me the weapon, son.
This story of the sleepy little town was a crime committed by our writers on you.
No.
Yeah. 3 for 3.
What was your opinion of the insensitive gravedigger who was buried by his evil deeds? Fact or fancy?
This one's fake, for sure.
Yeah, this one's
This
just...
one's very obviously fake. If this is real, I'm gonna eat my pants.
Yeah.
You're dead. You hear me? Oh. You will warn.
Oh my god.
If you guessed this one was inspired by real events, you're right.
What?
It happened on the southeast
Wow.
coast in the late 80s.
No. No. I'm not watching the show anymore. Turning it off.
Now let's take another look at the story of the young woman who became the only mourner at the funeral of a stranger.
This one has to be real.
Yes.
What do you say?
That you were the only person in attendance. You will be the sole recipient of its entire estate. Mr. Parker's net worth at the time of his death was $34 million.
This story of the woman who inherited an unexpected fortune was inspired by an actual event that took place
Good.
in Los Angeles in the post-World War II years.
Finally, I got something.
Could you trust your senses tonight? Did things turn out to be as they seemed to be?
I have no idea what you're saying, Maeve.
Blunted by circumstances that were beyond sensory perception, beyond logic. In fact,
What's up?
Wait, what did you say?
I have no idea what you're saying.
Wait.
You sound like you're speaking from a blender. I mean, not right now, but you were before.
Oh, okay. I don't even remember what I was saying.
Okay. Great. Let's move on. No, it's okay.
beyond belief. Jonathan.
The story entitled Gravedigger's Nemesis is true, based upon first-hand...
It was that, for a show called Fact, or what is it, like
Fact or
all
Fiction.
the fact ones are just inspired by real events.
Exactly,
like,
yeah.
That sucks.
You can't prove that, and they don't give you any further detail either, so it's like, okay, well,
Yeah, no.
I guess it didn't happen.
None of them really happened.
Yeah. Not to the extent that they're saying, at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Fact or Fiction. What do you think?
It's something.
It's a show.
Yeah.
That sure is a show that exists.
I mean, they don't run it anymore, but it's on YouTube for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you, Film Rise,
Thank
for
you,
putting
Film
some of your
Rise.
older shows on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because they also did like Gordon Ramsay stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neat. Dude, we should totally watch, like Hotel Hell on here.
Mm-hmm.
How much are you allowed to watch on Twitch without them like copyrighting you?
I mean, if it's allowed on YouTube, it's allowed on Twitch because YouTube's a little stricter.
Yeah, but YouTube doesn't take them down immediately. Is the thing.
That's true, but they're not gonna like
YouTube,
ban me immediately.
Takes time to review people or review stuff. Like I watched the entirety of the musical 6 on YouTube.
Yeah, okay, but that wasn't like.
Soundtrack, and I wanted to see if it was as bad as I thought as it sounded, and the answer is yes.
Nah.
One of the worst shows I've ever seen.
The way I see it is that this isn't a torrented thing or anything like that. Someone else didn't upload this. This is uploaded by the company, so it's probably fine.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's probably fine.
Have you guys heard the Hotel Hell theme song?
I have, and I love it.
What's Hotel Hell?
It's a Gordon Ramsay show, like Kitchen Nightmares, except it's with hotels.
I see.
Do you want to send me the link and I'll put it on?
Wait, why does that exist? Why is he's a chef? Why does he review hotels?
I don't know.
Well, I think it's like food and hospitality.
Yeah.
Okay.
He does review the food there.
He's not just a chef, but he knows how to own a place.
That is what he's known for.
Well, yeah, he is a chef, but he's more than a chef.
He's not just a chef. Hey, this is a very precariously shaped item or object on the roof here. Isn't it?
Yeah.
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 It's a beautiful
Very
waterfall.
shaped object.
Gotta scrub all the dirt off my butt plug. Are you okay?
That was the fucking worst sentence I've ever heard.
Well, I mean, that's what it looks like.
I believe you. Oh, no, okay, I just looked at the stream. No, it fucking doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Like a little bit, but... For better or for worse, I've seen butt plugs.
Uh-huh.
I don't,
And they're shaped like...
Sharp,
they're not as sharp, but that's what they're shaped like.
Well, I mean, if you're willing to be like that...
If you're living on the edge...
Everything else.
What do you think I meant when...
The base is also too big.
I don't know.
What, this or this?
The ball.
It's too big?
Yeah, like I'm feeling like this is like
Is there such a thing as too big for a base?
No, it's just unusual.
Just
There's
a preference.
something about the proportions are just they feel uncanny.
Well, I feel like you're assuming that this is like much longer than it would be. Like assume that this is regular size and then like size the tip down.
Okay.
You know.
I don't know.
What?
I feel like this
you guys are critiquing me on my dirty joke.
There's probably some like architectural name for this.
Dirty jokes.
I'm ending stream now. You guys don't deserve this stream anymore. Next time I play this, you both have better bought this game so we can play together. Because this is a nightmare to do by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that the point? It's like a slow and like.
It is very like Zen Garden, yeah, but it is fun with other people. And also it goes faster. I watched because Game Grumps has been playing it.
Making it go faster would defeat the purpose.
Yeah. But there is shit like this where it just won't come off, and you're like, really.
Well, aren't there like different types of the soap and stuff?
This is the strongest washer I have right now. I can buy soap, but I don't want to because it runs out in like 10 seconds. That's not an exaggeration. I literally get it for like 60 seconds and then it runs out.
Yeah.
I think I can buy a better one, but I don't necessarily have the money. Let's take a look at the shop. How do I? I am wearing my cute outfit.
What?
My cute outfit. My purple
I see.
jumpsuit and octopus gloves. Yeah.
Amazing.
How do I get to the here we go. The shop. Yeah, I really never need another outfit because this is the coolest one that I have right now.
Yeah.
What else? Cleaning liquids. Metal cleaner, $10. Oh, I had.
Video games that don't let you change your outfit for your character shouldn't exist.
Well, I mean, this one does, so.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think more video games should let you do fashion.
Mm-hmm.
I hate shopping for clothes for myself.
Yeah.
I have like the most anxiety any human being has ever had. That's not true. But like I kind of, whenever I'm in a clothing store, my brain is just like, hey, everyone is looking at you and they think what you're holding looks bad.
Ah.
Aw.
But when you let me put clothes on my video game characters, I'm like, oh, I can do this all day. Do you?
Yeah.
Legitimately, okay. So when the one Pokemon game let you like change your character's outfits, I spent more time working on my Pokemon character's outfit than I did playing that game. This is not a joke.
Does work wonders though.
There's no. I mean, why else would they put that in there?
Yeah.
I mean, clearly, if it's not right, then it ruins the experience of the game.
I totally agree.
I hit randomize usually though.
Coward.
And make it my identity.
You just own it.
Yeah, I hit randomize once and maybe twice, and then I live with that for the rest of my life.
Have you ever? You've never played Dark Souls, have you?
I have not played Dark Souls. No.
You need the character creation in Dark Souls has the best random button that has ever been created.
Oh.
Because it will fuck your shit up so bad. Have you seen Monster Factory? I forget.
A little bit, but not the Dark Souls episodes.
Okay.
Oh wait, really?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, okay.
Unless you did it in your free time.
I was thinking of Fallout.
Once stream ends, we're doing that.
Okay.
There's a bunch of them, but I have a favorite.
I should end stream now anyway.
Oh, is the time up?
It's about time, yeah. Anything you guys want to say before stream ends?
Oogada boogada video games.
Faction?
How do I follow up that? Like really?
Truly.
You're putting me in a. It's like I'm the guy following Martin Luther King after the "I Have a Dream" speech. It's like, how do I out speech that?
It's like the guy at debate club who's clearly in the wrong.
Yeah.
So you got nothing? It's no shame if you have nothing.
There's
a
actually
read.
massive shame if you have nothing. I will
Oh
disown you as my
no.
friend. No, I'm kidding.
Well, see you later.
Well, that's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
That's not how that goes.
I don't know how it goes.
Good night, everyone.